Hey good people, it is Tashira from Politics and Fashion here today with a video that is all about the best mid-range or maybe affordable, depending on your price point and how you shop, fall pieces that I have seen from some of my favorite brands. I got inspired to do this video because I think if you do content or if you make content in the luxury space, that tends to be what jumps out to people the most. But just know that I shop at all price points. I'm good on any MLK Boulevard, okay? And as a result, what I care the most about is fabrication, right? Sometimes, obviously, the designer item, the luxury item is what I want and maybe what you feel like you need. But what's most important to me is the quality of a garment. And so I want to recommend some things to you that I think may be high quality and also are going to really enliven your wardrobe this fall. So if that sounds good to you, please make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I don't want you to miss nothing. Join us over in the Politics and Fashion private community. It will be linked down below for special exclusive content. Make sure you will follow me across the internet all over social media, and let's get started. Before I get started, let me share with you what I am wearing today. The earrings are by Natia and Laco. You all know that I grabbed those in a collaboration with Farfetch. This is my second pair of earrings by the brand. I absolutely love them. The blouse, which is obviously the piece that's giving the grandeur, okay, is by Saint Laurent, believe it or not. And it is a vintage piece that I picked up while I was in Puerto Rico earlier this year on a solo trip. Jewelry is pretty much the same, okay? Wearing the Amani bracelet by Maiden. Yes, it is sold out. Make sure you keep checking back. I always let you all know when it comes back in stock. I am wearing the Cartier Just Unclus, Nature the Label ring, David Yurman ring, and I think that is it, okay? I want y'all to get into this makeup though, because I feel like I kind of gave the girls a little golden bronze moment today, and it was accidental. You know how you do your makeup and you like, wait a minute. Let me find out I got another stream of income. Professional makeup artist out here. I'm not. It's only because I've been watching a lot of videos by Janae and Jackie Aina. So there's that. Let's jump into these pieces. Let's separate the pieces by categories instead of by brand, because some of these may be like one-off brands. But what I was looking for were things that were under the $200 mark. And I was also looking at fabrication, trying to find as many blends as possible. Now, let me just say as a caveat before we start, y'all know I don't really do a lot of them man-made materials, not at 100%, okay? However, if we're trying to stay under the $200 mark, it is difficult to find pieces that are like 100% cashmere, wool, even cotton sometimes. This time of year, where fabrics are thicker, where it's gonna cost more as far as the material is concerned to create, I may have a piece or two on here that's 100% polyester. Forgive me, forgive me. I'm not a purist, and so I figured if it was by a brand that I felt like I could, trust, I did include it on the list. So just want to keep that in mind as I get started. Let's start with sweater dresses. One of the things I'm playing around with this fall is shortening my hemline. I think we need to keep thigh meat season going, okay? Especially because we know that one of the trends is like micro minis. And so for me, whereas I typically would go for a midi length either skirt or dress, I want to come up to a little bit above the knee, a little bit more above the knee, so that I can really hit you with the heat with a really bomb boot. And this dress by H&M is doing just that. What I love about it is the oatmeal colorway, of course. I mean, chef's kiss, that's delicious this time of year. It's really making me just want to go out and grab a pumpkin spice latte, okay? But what H&M I think did really well here, y'all, is the way that they have the darting and the lines, right? So number one, it's going to snatch you in the waist, because it's making you look a little bit wider up here, up top. And then because you have the vertical stripes, you also look thinner. It's not a full turtleneck, it's a mock turtleneck. I love how they've styled it with the chain necklace on top. And once again, it is a shorter length. Also looks like it might have kind of slightly oversized balloon sleeves. It's the construction and the design of this for me. And it's the kind of thing that I often say to you all, when you are going to affordable brands, don't get the most embellished piece. Look for things that just have interesting design elements to it. So you don't need the zippers, you don't need the mirrors, you don't need the fringes, you don't need the feathers, right? You just need something that is designed in a way that is interesting to the eye. And I think this could be a great piece all fall. Now, if you are somebody who doesn't feel comfortable wearing a high boot or a riding boot, you could always, of course, wear tights with this and a cute little pair of flats. You can make it work, trust me, no matter what you put on the bottom. It does not have to be a pair of high boots, but that's immediately how I saw it being worn. Throw you a trench on top of it. Yeah, that's gonna eat. Next up is the knitted dress with openings. And I know I just said that I was really leaning into things being above the knee, but for me, I'm going one or two silhouettes. I'm either going above the knee, thigh meet, or I'm going long down to the ankle, well below the knee, longer than midi length. I think the color of this obviously is great. Y'all know I'm team neutrals, okay? But you could always enliven it with a pop of color if you wanted to. Cutouts have been something that are very popular. They've been on trend for some time. And then this is not just a regular cutout. That would have been easy to do. But Mango got you covered. And they are hitting you with the heat, with the heatage, okay, with this distressing that's on the side. I think it's delicious. I also love the fact that the ribbing is very, very super thin. I think you could put a chunky boot on with this and it will look really good. You could do like a Western boot with a good old fedora with this. The one and not the two. The last dress is by Reformation. It is the Simone cotton sweater dress. Y'all, I am a Reformation fan. I love the mission and the sustainability behind the brand. Don't always love the price point, okay? But I think this is the kind of piece that is well worth the price, coming in at $198, below our $200 mark. It is this great off-the-shoulder... Give me the clavicle, okay? Fitted throughout the body, but it has that, like, is it called flounce? Like the flirty bottom that kind of is wide below the knee so that you're still getting that slimmer silhouette, and then it just kind of flows at the bottom, okay? You have on a nasty pair of boots. Let's say you have on a pair of silver boots, something metallic, because metallic is a great neutral and a great way to kind of make things that tend to be a lot more, let's say, covered because it's cold outside or colder, and things that tend to be darker in color. Throw on a metallic with it, and I'm telling you, it's going to spice up a look. A metallic boot. We're here for it. It comes in black and it comes in beige, it looks like, but the black is what I am 100% here for. I love it. I think the length, once again, is great. It looks like maybe it's ribbed. I can't 100% tell. If there's a Reformation near you, you could always go in store, of course, or order it online, girl. See what it's giving when you get it home. Tag me on social media, but I may have to have this in my closet this fall. And what would fall be without sweaters? Of course, it is sweater weather, okay? And the first one I want to bring up is this rib knit half zip sweater. I am having just a oversized sweater moment. I think this one with the zip and the bell sleeves is so good. I love how they have styled it with the faux leather pants. And I love that the look as it is shown here is not with skinny jeans or a skinny legging. I think that's the easy thing to do. Like, that's kind of where your mind goes. Oversized up top, skinny on the bottom. That's the natural kind of proportion play that we think of as far as fashion is concerned. But they did something different here with a boot cut. It looks like a boot cut pair of faux leather pants. And let me tell you why a boot cut works with this type of sweater. Because it's still giving skinny. It's still hugging the leg at the top, right? The whole pair of pants is not wide. It's not a wide leg trouser, which I would not do with an oversized sweater. But a boot cut situation, and I'm back to the idea of a cute cowboy boot. This could be a real good one. I love the slits on the side, so you know you do have a little bit of movement with it. It doesn't feel like you're completely covered and you're being swallowed by the sweater. This could be a really good one for fall. And then if you want to add a bit of an autumnal pumpkin orange to your wardrobe, I would jump over to this wool blend wrap over cardigan from COS, I think. And let me just say that between COS and Other Stories, I feel like those are two brands that tend to have some of the best kind of blends as far as wool and cashmere and cotton, all of those natural fabrics. You can find them at a great price point at those two brands for sure. It's a bit harder at some other affordable brands. So just put a pin in that so that if you are looking to add some pieces to your wardrobe that are more on the affordable side this fall, I would start probably there as far as sweaters are concerned. Any kind of knitwear, actually. But what I love about this is, number one, how bomb it looks with chocolate. How bomb it looks with chocolate. I'm planning to jump out here like a thief in the night with some chocolate on this fall. I gotta do it. I don't know what has happened, what has been unlocked in my brain, but I'm just thinking to myself, you will not be able to be a soldier in his army unless you have a good chocolate look. And I think layering it with a pop of color like this orange sweater, this orange cardigan would be great. And the last sweater that I love, speaking of and Other Stories, is this half zip knit sweater. It's made of responsible wool. The price comes in great. I'm back to this zip thing. I don't know what it is about that I love. Maybe because I think it could also look really good with like a black or a blue, an electric blue cardigan underneath. You're welcome. You are welcome. Is this pattern called herringbone? I think it might be called herringbone. Houndstooth, that's what it's called. The houndstooth for me, for sure. There are too many ways to style this. I don't even have to tell you. I think it would also look really great with like a denim jacket on top of it and let that very large collar kind of drape over that jacket. This is a good one. I could also see it with a very nice brooch. I've recommended to you all before the Loewe brooch. You know, I have the Dior brooch. It can be a Target brooch. Any brooch you can think of, I think looks great on top of knitwear. And the thickness of this could be really good. Next up are the animal print straight jeans from Mango. These are delicious. This is when styling is done right on a website, because I immediately replaced her body and put me like inside the entire outfit, okay? Because who doesn't have a black top, black t-shirt, black turtleneck, black camisole? Who doesn't have a black blazer and a black boot? Now for me, I would want to break up the full like covering of this outfit and show you a little bit of the top of my foot. So I probably would do it with a pair of like suede pumps or maybe a really nice mule. Please remember that animal print is a neutral and it is a great way to just add a pop to your outfit. Love these for sure. And I love the fact that they are straight jeans and not skinny, because I do think that skinny jeans are not as popular as they once used to be. And I find also that when it comes down to proportions, it can be very difficult to style a pair of skinny jeans right. Straight jeans are much easier. They are my jam, especially right now. These are high-waisted, could be a great investment for fall. Now let's hop over to a skirt. I want to talk to you all about like fall trends, things that can be timeless but are also on trend very soon. So let's just put this in our back pocket for that video, because you already know that faux leather is going to be at the top of that list. Faux leather will never go out of style, but it has been trending for the past few seasons. I love a good high-waisted skirt. I love a good pleated skirt. And this one, although it's probably on the higher end as far as the price point is concerned for faux leather, what I know is that Mango has great quality. So I would trust this at that price point. I think it's worth at least giving it a try. I think that I would not just wear this with like a pair of sandals and dress it up. I would also dress it down, because wouldn't this be bomb with a hoodie on and a pair of Jordans? Contrast. Dressing. Do something different, unexpected. And I feel like even with a pair of loafers, penny loafers, fishnet tights, this could be really good, okay? Faux leather pleated skirt from Mango. Give her a try this fall. Now let's go over to my friends at Pixie Market. Pixie Market has these baggy leather joggers, these faux leather joggers. 10s across the board, 10 out of 10, highly recommend. What I find is that I'm always looking for the timeless piece, or maybe the traditional piece, elevated simplicity, right? For the simple piece, quote unquote, but that is elevated, right? I'm always looking for the thing that has a nice twist to it. And because cargos are also one of those things that are on trend right now, I think getting it in the leather just makes it so interesting. You could do a million and one things with this. I could also see this with a pair of, or with a blazer as well. Again, with a nice pump or a nice sandal out to dinner. This is good. A cute little crop top. Put that on your list. Put a pair of faux leather joggers on your list for sure. Speaking of something that fits within that elevated simplicity category, I want to take a second to shout out the Taylor drawstring skirt by the Frankie Shop. If y'all are not hip to the Frankie Shop, girl, run that walk. Run that walk. And what I love about them too is that you can find their pieces on other websites. I think Farfetch carries them, maybe even Essence, other big box retailers, so to speak. This skirt is so different. And it actually is the kind of thing that I could see Monroe still, hey girl, hey if you're watching, wearing. And maybe she has something like this. I'm not sure why I was drawn to it immediately, but I feel like it's so different. And it is a great way to bring in like this classic A-line silhouette, but do so in an interesting way this fall. Love this and absolutely love the Frankie Shop in general. Let me also throw jumpsuits in this category, y'all, because there is a jumpsuit also from the Frankie Shop that is girl, this thing is giving, it's giving street style. It's giving the streets of Paris, Milan, and London. Could you not see this being worn in an old mean street style look with someone wearing like retro aviator frames and having on a nice booty with it and a blazer caped over their shoulder? Plaid blazer. So it's kind of like sexy librarian is how I think I would style this. Now, the difficult part is that, of course, you know, who really wants all of this out this time of year? So for me, it's going to have a cardigan, a trench, a moto jacket would be bomb. Oh, what if you had like a cream moto jacket? You would have to do something like that on top of this, okay? It would be impossible not to, especially as the temperature is cooler. But we're back to this kind of utility look. I love the cargo pockets on the side. It's just so different and interesting. I think the Frankie Shop hit this out the park. The other jumpsuit that I love is giving a little bit of Charlie's Angels. This one is by And Other Stories, and it is this denim jumpsuit. I would probably take this belt off and do another belt. Maybe do a chocolate brown. Ooh, do a gold chain belt and a nice like strappy gold sandal or a nice gold mule with this. That's how you would dress it up. Obviously, you could always dress it down, wear it more casually. I actually do not mind it with the clogs. I try to be like, in my mind, I'm a clog girl. My friend Margot has the cutest clogs, and in my mind, I wear clogs. But in real life, I don't. I don't. But I want to be that person. I do. Which is why I was attracted to this. I love the oversized collar of it. Girl, good popped collar. I'm always on that ministry. I thought the price point was good for this, and I could definitely see it being a great look for fall. Let's talk about jackets, blazers, things that are a little bit lighter but are great to layer. I really like this houndstooth wool blend blazer. I have been looking for a great houndstooth or plaid blazer for years. I had one that I thought was going to be the one, and I just never reached for her because what I realized is that she was a little short, and I am almost 6 feet tall. So this might be the one that I need. It might be. I love that it is a wool blend. If it is lined, it definitely has to happen because the price point is great for something that is a wool blend and that is lined. Okay. I love, once again, as I have recommended, how the faux leather looks with this houndstooth or with this pattern. It's double-breasted. It could give t-shirt. It could give tank top. It could give turtleneck underneath. what could you not wear this with this time of year? I say definitely if you're looking to add different types of outerwear to your closet, go for something that is houndstooth, that is plaid. Go for like a thicker wool or wool blend blazer. You will not be disappointed. But if that's not quite your speed, then what you may love is this one is actually by Aritzia, the Wilfred Free Port Jacket. I just felt like it was cute, right? It was very easy. It's a nice twist on a classic denim jacket. It's more of a safari jacket cut, but it is a denim jacket at the same time. Depending on your height, it probably is going to hit you at a length that is lower than the bottom of your torso, which tends to be where a classic denim jacket would hit you. I think because of that, it can be dressed up. You probably could wear this, you know, to work on like a casual day. Maybe put a pencil skirt on with it, or maybe even better, a pair of slacks, so that it makes it feel like it's dressy. Girl, a nice a pop of a red lip. Yeah. They're going to all be in your cubicle. That's really cute. It also is the kind of thing that I would put a brooch on as well to dress up, and I had to mention it to you. The last jacket is coming home with me. I mean, like coming home. I haven't seen it in real life. It's coming off the internet to my house for sure. So please don't sell it out. I mean, if you love it, go ahead and get it, girl. But I'm just trying to like get my mind right for what all I want to buy and make sure that I'm saving and I'm shopping with intention. So I'm not ready to jump out yet. But oh, trust me, baby girl, when I jump out, it's going to be to get this cropped trench coat cape by COS. That's the thing we all need, is it not? Now, how warm is this going to keep you? Who knows? I mean, it is a quarter of a real jacket. But as I have said before, I'm not a big like traditional trench coat girl. So when I'm looking for a trench, I'm always looking for something that is very different, okay? And this is it for me, and it is an example of how sometimes COS just gets things right. They can be so designed forward. Now, they can be very minimal, but they can also be very designed forward, especially depending on how you style this. Love it. And that is it, good people. I hope today's video has been helpful. If so, let me know down below which item was your favorite from the list. It, of course, is not about buying each and every one of these items or buying a whole new wardrobe every single season. I often use the phrase, as you all know, of shopping with intention. I also like the idea of conscious consumption, okay? So this list was really just about giving you some ideas if you have declutter and you are looking to introducing some new things this season. In the meantime, make sure you are following me over on social media, girl. That's where all the fall looks are going to be coming together in real time. And I will see you, good people, across the internet. Peace.